get onto the mat and we're going to start with some oblique stretches. So arms up, feet always shoulder width apart. We're starting on the right side, so the right arm's up, just stretching it all the way to the ceiling over your head and reaching to the left side. So you feel or should feel a stretch, slight stretch in the back of your upper back. Okay, so just the back on the upper back. Oh my God. Now we switch to the other side and really make yourself tall. So you think of all the annoying things that you had today and you try to get rid of them by stretching all the way to the ceiling. Okay, then the next move, we're gonna draw our arms a bit more forward. So instead of doing completely above our head, it's like a 45-degree angle in front of you and still stretching also now the oblique, so the middle core, the front, not in the back. Okay, and then you can really also pivot your feet. So the arm that is going to the opposite side is taking the foot with it. Okay. Then from here, we're going to move into our forward fold. So hands go to the mat. Trying to touch as far as you can. If you can reach with full hands, that's fine. If you can only reach with your fingers, that's fine too. Okay. So just stay there for 10 seconds or so. Okay, and then from here, slowly walk your hands back up until you are standing tall again. Feet shoulder width apart, and then we're going to do some hip openers. So raise your right leg until you are in a 90-degree angle. Hands on the hips. Try to keep yourself stable from here, and then slowly open up your hip by moving your right knee all the way in a 90-degree angle till your toes are pointing away from you in a 90-degree angle. And then you slowly move it back. So the only thing that's really or should be moving is your leg, obviously, but your toes are pointing the way. Okay, so the movement comes from the glute and the hip. We're going to do this for another 5 times on the right side, starting now. And then we shift to the left side. So this movement is also very good before you go for a run. It's a very healthy runner's habit because if anything, all your movement is forward. So this is a good stretch you can do to prepare your hip flexors here. Make them a little bit more lateral minded. Last one, then we flip to the left side, okay? Really try to all the way stretch your legs so you kind of feel this hip flexor talking to you in a good way. It shouldn't be like, ah! Last one. Okay, and then from here, we're going to do some calf raises. So stand up on your tiptoes and come back down onto your flat feet again. We do 20 of those. That's 2. You can count for yourself instead of me counting out loud till 20. Just really try to come up completely onto your toes and then slowly roll back until you're with the full ball of your, or the full sole of your feet on the mat again. Also good for runners. Okay, last two. Now from here, we're going to go lateral again. Let's do a lateral side shuffle, lateral lunge to the right. So meaning I move my right knee out so you feel the stretch on the left side. With this one, important, remember you pull your shoulders backwards, okay? And so your chest is open, your back is straight, and you go as low as you are comfortable with. You stay here for 5 more seconds, and then we switch to the other side. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, and flip over. Same thing, try to keep your knee pointing straight ahead. Remember, I'm pulling my shoulders back. You can really try to bring your two shoulder blades towards each other, just to exaggerate a bit the fact that you're opening up your chest. And then after 5 seconds, we'll move to the center again. And then we're actually going to do some lateral shuffle. So lateral shuffle is I'm in a semi-squat position and I'm shuffling right, shuffling left, shuffling right, shuffling left. Okay, so we're going to go for 20 times in total. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, ready? Here we go. You go as low as you are comfortable with. Huh? So feel any resistance whatsoever, then be mindful. That's number 10. Ah, yeah. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay. Then we have some stuff on the mat. So let's get down on our knees and our hands for a how's this move called? A bird dog. Bird dog. So opposite arm, opposite leg. Starting in my case on the left side with my arm, right side with my leg. And then you try to really keep your back straight. Look to the mat so you don't hurt your neck. Then you crunch in your leg and your arm. So you really bend your back. You then bring your left and right, so left hand, right leg out again. And we do it on this side 10 times, and then we do it 10 times on the other side, okay? So here we go. 1, 2, really focus on keeping everything still and just moving out that leg and arm. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and switch. And another tip is to really contract all the muscles of your abs when you're making this crunching movement. So that helps to activate the muscles over there. Okay, and 10. From here, we're going to do my beloved beast crawl. So beast crawl, bear crawl, whatever you like to call it. We are on our all fours. Knees come up. Back is straight, butt is low. And to be strict, it's opposite hand, opposite foot, okay? But I rather have you focus on keeping a straight back and a low butt, than on the coordination. So we do 10 times forward, 10 times back, okay? Ready, steady, go. This is a great full body core exercise. Good for anyone that wants to train their core. And 10. Is your butt still low? 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Okay. Oof. Oof. Getting warm, huh? Okay. Last couple of warm-ups. Turn around. This is the warm-up. Yes. So let's warm up the hips as well. So just some glute bridges. So bring your hips up like this. Squeeze 1, 2 your glutes and down. We'll do 10 of those. Keep your arms on the floor, your palms facing up to protect your shoulders. Here we go. Up, 1, 2, and down. Up, 1, 2, and down. Up, 1, 2, down. Up, down. Up. That's 5. Up, 6. Up, 7. Up, 8. 9, 10. Okay, get up. Let's do some high knees to get your heart rate up. Okay, let's do 20 of them. So this is a high knee. Try to touch your hand. Okay, and then you raise the speed a little bit. So here we go. 10 and 20. And then Marina, you know what's coming now? Jumping jacks. Give me 20 jumping jacks. Another 10. And voila. Okay. Oh, sorry, it took a bit longer than planned. Now we'll have to fly through the rest. Okay, we'll start with some plie squats. So this one is particularly good for your calves. Rather than the normal squat, just focus on the quads. It also involves some quads, but also hamstring and thighs and core. So it gets them all. So feet are wider than shoulder width apart. And your toes are pointing out, okay? Straight, shoulders back. Then we start on the right side. You're going to bring your right foot onto the tiptoe, and then you're going to squat like this. Okay? So you only do it on one side first, which feels a bit odd. So we do 40 seconds of that on the right side. And then we do 40 seconds of that on the left side, okay? Yeah. Get my timer right. Okay, ready, steady, go. Remember to keep your shoulders pulled back. Sometimes it's good to give your body some challenge by not always equaling out the movement. So 10 seconds. Then we switch to the other side. 3, 2, 1. Release and go. So switch. Ten seconds. And if this gets too easy after a while, you can add some weight. 3, 2, 1. Release.
Too easy.
Allora. I have high expectations of you. So now we go down on the mat for some plank leg lifts on the right side first and then on the left side. So 2 options here, okay? Easier option is to do this with your knee as support, okay? So I'm going to show you on the right side because, sorry, on the left side. So hands under the shoulders, going to lift the left knee, leg, keep it extended and lift it so it's working your glute, okay? So harder version is to do this from a full plank and to do the same movement. So you choose what you want to do. Ready, steady, go. Just really try to keep your hands under your shoulders. And to keep your leg really stiff. So no bending of the knee. The whole leg should come up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Okay, get ready. Do it on the other side. And start. Only my leg is moving. The rest is still and stable. 10 seconds. Look down to the mat so you're not straining your neck. 3, 2, 1. Very well. Okay, shake it out a little bit. We go to our next one. We stay low on the mat for fire hydrants, which is also for the glute, but more for the hip. So this one is also good for runners because you're really practicing your hip flexor again, but in a different position. So I'm showing you on the left side first. So you're going to open up your hip like this. Your toe is pointing the way again and close it again. So it's really a movement that is quite subtle. So it looks maybe easy, but to really do it properly, you need to keep everything still and stable, except your knee. Ready, steady, go. So open it up all the way till your knee is 90 degrees from all angles, kind of, and then close it again. And then open it up again. And again, as with the previous one, just look to the mat so you're not straining your neck by looking forward. 3, 2, 1. Release and let's do the other side. Ready, go. And same, this one you can make harder by using some resistant band. If you attach the resistant band around your ankles, you get yourself some nice extra challenge. Two, one, and release. Shake it out. wrists, butt. From here, we go on our right side for a modified clamshell. So this is a plank variation that works full core, but also focuses on your inner thighs. So we place our feet on top of each other and our legs are in a clamshell position. You can lean on your elbow and you're either going to stay here and do this, but if you want a little bit more challenge, you bring yourself onto your knees. Just make sure as with the normal side plank that your elbow, your knee, and your hip are in a straight line. And then you're going to open up your knees like this and close them again, okay? Ready, and go. Important also here to keep your neck in a straight line with your spine. So try to kind of relax your neck. Don't come up too high. Don't let it hang like sagging, but just keep it relaxed. And we're halfway. Whenever you open it, just take 1 second to really focus on the power that comes from your glutes and then close it again. Up, up, up. And that's it. Now we switch to the other side. Okay. Ready? Go. Ooh. It's actually a lot harder on the left side for me. Ooh. Almost losing my balance. Ooh. Ten seconds. 2, 1, and release. Next, you can go lie down on the mat on your back for some knee pulls, or actually full extended leg pulls. We start on the left side. So we extend one leg towards the ceiling and the other one lies relaxed, extended on the mat. Now, this is easy. We don't want it to be too easy. So you bring your shoulders off the mat, okay? And you tuck your chin so you're not hurting your neck. And you're going to pull this leg towards you as far as you feel okay with. Then you're going to lower it and bring the other one up. Okay, if that is too heavy on your back, your neck, whatever, your core in front, then you just bend your knees and you make it a little bit less intense, okay? Ready, steady, go. Important as well for this movement, ladies. Push your lower back into the floor. And if that's hard for you, then do the towel test. Put the towel underneath. You can pull it away while you're doing this movement, or ask your partner to pull it away. Then you're not pushing hard enough. If your neck starts to hurt, then just relax. Put your shoulders down for a sec. And then bring them back up. And there we are. Okay, relax. Let me see, what do we have next? We stay on the mat for a bit longer. We're going to do some heels to touch. So you stay on your back and you're going to bend your knees in a 90-degree angle. You put the heels of your feet together and you're going to push out your legs, feet like this, and then bring them in towards your chest again. So as if you were a frog that's pushing out his legs and in for a jump. That's more or less what you should be trying to do here, okay? Again, push your lower back into the floor. If it's too hard on your abs, then don't bring your legs so far, then just keep them more bent. Don't extend all the way. Ready, steady, go. Keep your hands, palms facing up. From what I can see, you ladies are doing great. 5 seconds. 2, 1, and release. Okay, so last one. Abs. You stay here and you're going to roll yourself up. So it's called roller boat. I think we did it before. So you start small, you roll yourself up, but then you balance yourself, you try, and you stay, and you roll back, okay? So when you come up, be careful that you don't hurt your back, okay? So I advise to, if that's difficult for you, then you keep your knees bent, okay? And then you roll back. If that's easy, you roll, you extend your knees, but you keep your back straight and you roll back, okay? But focus also on the smoothness of the roll. Here we go. Go. And you can use your arms a little bit to leverage yourself, to come up slightly easier. And whenever you're rolling, keep your chin tucked to your chest. So you kind of try to make yourself as small as possible when you're starting off, but it's not like you're using massive speed, because you want this power from the rolling to come from your abs and not from the movement itself. And that's it. Okay. Well done, first round. Okay, we're going to aim for a second round. Take some water if you want. And then we go again. Okie dokie. So we start standing. Please squats. Little change. We're going to lift 2 toes now, same time. Okay, so like this. Ooh, don't lose your balance. Okay, so here we go. 40 seconds starting now. Shoulders back. Second. And release. Okay. Next we had a plank leg lift. So down on the mat. Remember, option to stay on one knee, starting on the left side. Get ready and start. Like this. Or when you keep the knee on the mat, it's like this. Really focus on making this movement from your glute and your hip instead of swinging your knee up. 5 seconds. Keep it up, and release. Okay, ready for the other side. Ready, go. More than halfway. Keep it up. 10 seconds left. 5, 3, and release. Okay. So, fire hydrants, left side. Ready, steady, go. Remember, your toes are pointing the way. Try to open up your hip as far as you can. Uh-oh. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Okay, flip over, other side, and start. And try to keep good form. So remind yourself that your toe is pointing the way. Three, 2, 1. Release. Okay. On the side for our clamshell side plank. Ready? Remember, knee, hip, elbow in one line as possible. Okay. And here we go. Keep the neck relaxed. I think you can hear.
Yeah, we can.
Someone is not. She has 2 teeth now. She bites everything that she sees. She's becoming really aggressive. 5 seconds. And release. Okay, flip over to the other side. And go. Halfway. If your butt is going to the back, push it back so it's in line. Release. Okay. Then what do we have next? Straight leg pulls. So lie on your back. And remember, you have the option of using or doing it with bent knees if you want. Remember to push your lower back into the floor. Here we go. And don't forget to lift your shoulders a little bit off the mat. Really squeeze the muscles of your core, your abs in this case. Five seconds. And release. Okay. Heels to touch, push-outs. Remember, think of the frog. Oop, oop. Here we go. Start. Halfway. Three, two, one. Okay. Last one. Roller boat. And then we do stretching. So remember, start small, roll with suplex, and don't roll too fast because the purpose of the exercise is that you use your abs and do not come up through the roll if you can. Ready? Go. Five seconds, ladies. 3, 2, and 1. Well done. So let's do some stretching for the abs. Flip around on your knees for a cat cow. So cat cow is round your back and hollow your back. And when you round your back, you think also to squeeze the abs and to think of your lovely pelvic floor muscles. Squeeze it, hold it for 1, 2, and release everything. We're going to do 5 of them, okay? So here we go. Squeeze. Squeeze. Release. Squeeze. And release. Squeeze. And release. Last time. Squeeze. And release. Okay. From here, we're going to do a downward dog. So get up onto your feet and push the weight of your body into your hands, spread your fingers, alternating the weight also on your right and left foot, feeling stretch in your shoulders, your legs, your back. Now from here, you can move your right leg or knee to the front for a pigeon on the right side first. half pigeon. And then you switch to the left leg. And then we go into a child's pose. So you lean into your hips, arms go forward, leaning onto your forehead on the mat. And then we flip around onto our back for another glute stretch. So bring your right knee in front of your left and pull onto your left knee, feeling a stretch on your right side. If you want to intensify the stretch, you can also push your right knee a little bit away from your chest. And then you switch to the other side. And then we go into the last stretch for the inner thighs. So place the sole of your feet against each other. You can bring your feet a little bit towards your butt and then just push them against each other. And then you can slowly come back into a seated position onto your mat. And I will